It's over 9,000!
What's good? What's up, y'all? You know the vibes. It's keeping it 9,000. Otaku with my
Bro Taku.
Shonen with my
Bronin.
Anime conversations from an NYC.
POV.
You know the vibes. Yeah, on this episode, we got a little bit of a remote one because it is currently Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes,
and,
sir.
you know, your boys had their own personal stuff to do. J. Quell was out with his family and whatnot. I was taking it easy because your boy raved the day before Thanksgiving. And it was a long night. So I had to, recover and sleep a little bit. And now your boy got a little bit of a cold, but it was worth it. I had a lot of fun, and the vibes were lit. But on this episode right now, J. Quell and I are going to get into is part 2 of Anime NYC and our experience there, and then we'll switch off to a couple of other topics.
Yes, sir.
Day 2 of Anime NYC. We weren't able to do Saturday because tickets sold out way too quick, but we did hit up Sunday. How did you feel about our experience on Anime NYC on Sunday?
I feel like our experience at Anime NYC on Sunday was very reminiscent of like the previous Anime NYCs. I feel like the first one was too short. Well, it literally was too short. It was like what, 12 to 6 or something like that, or 12 to 5.
The first anime, the Friday?
The Friday. I forgot how long it was. It was like,
I think it was like, wasn't it like 2 to 8 or some shit?
2 to
It was
8.
like,
yeah. I don't know why, but 2 to 8 just feels like a blur. You know what I'm saying? It feels like a blur. The only thing that's good about like the first day is that like for content wise, it gets darker in the middle of it. So at least like you can get some good content without the overexposure of the sun
glare
in the main hall. But day 2, I mean, I just feel like everybody there was kind of like, everybody still had energy. That's just the beauty of the anime community. I feel like everybody's on one, and like everybody just has good vibes. I don't know, it was a good time. Yeah. How about you, bro?
I like day 2 a lot. Comparing it to day 1, I think a part of it is also we kind of like hit our stride a little bit. Like for those you'll see the videos a little bit. In the first videos that we were recording on day 1, we were a little clunky. We're still figuring out our steps with the joint. But then the more we did it, and especially on day 2, we kind of like had the hang of it. We were much more precise. We were quick. We were more on top of it when we came up with those when we were hosting those games and the interviews. But overall, I think both days worked really. I think it worked really well. I'm really proud of like what we were able to do. We got to talk to some dope ass people. Shout out Toasty. Shout out Anime. Is it
Shonen
Anime
Showdown?
Shonen Showdown. But then also ANC3, Anime Nightclub 3.
Oh yeah, ANC3, Anime Nightclub 3. Shout out.
Shout out to them.
There. We got a couple heads.
Stay tuned, y'all, because we got some lit videos coming for y'all.
Yes, sir.
And multiple facets. First ones you're going to see first are most likely going to be TikToks, Reels, and shorts on the game / a couple of the interviews that we're doing. And then when you check out the YouTube, you'll see much more like long form type videos. And when I mention these social media platforms, I mention them not only because I want you to follow them, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Discord. I also mention it because at Keeping It 9,000. I mention it because it's the most precise way that you'll get all info, Keeping It 9,000, as well as all content, Keeping It 9,000.
Yes, sir.
Come on, join the vibes.
Join the vibes, and like don't play yourself. I feel like you can't be 1 foot in. All right, this is just a weird thing. All right, this is like something where I see people comment some stuff. Some people, one guy on the comments earlier on IG was like, "Oh, look at them back at it again with another shit take." Bro, not even following us. So, bro, how you hating from the sidelines, bro? That means you checking actively to look for bad takes. You're really a number 1 fan and you don't even subscribe. That's crazy.
That, and like it's always interesting to see people comment that type of stuff. It's because like just because we do not agree with your opinion doesn't make our take bad.
Facts.
Like if you disagree with us, come to us with points. Even hit us in the DMs. Honestly, if you disagree with something that we say, hit us in the DMs. I have talked to many of people in the DMs about takes that they've had versus takes that I've had. I'm not afraid to have the conversation, but what y'all do is y'all just jump in the comments, and you know who the worst of them are? The worst of them are the ones who jump in the comment, say something crazy to us, but then when you hit them to respond, you find out that they changed their settings so they can't be added in the comments.
Oh, that's horrible. You're a demonic person.
Bruh, you are pussy, fam.
Yes,
Like,
shoot,
son.
man. I don't know, man. I thought it was a dub type video. We'll get into that a little bit later on, but yeah, it was. I don't know, man. I just feel like people are weird. Like, but you know, the people who do support and subscribe and follow and do all that
Shout
stuff.
outs.
We love y'all. Shout out to y'all. Y'all really, you know, give us the ability to build out our platform for y'all. You feel me? We honestly wouldn't. I don't know. Will we still be? Actually, low key, I'd still be doing it. Even if we still had 100 subscribers, 100 followers, I'll still be doing it, to be honest. Because niggas still watch anime. It's not like I watch anime to make content. I make content because I can't stop talking about anime. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Thank y'all. We really appreciate y'all for real.
Nah, big shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. Yo, going back into Anime NYC a little bit. What was your favorite cosplay that you saw on day 2?
I mean, I really did appreciate the Attack on Titan Johns that we saw. The I think it was like the season 3 Survey Corps fits. Those was hard. What else did I like on day 3? Shout out to Robin's cosplay from our episode that we had. The what was that? Was that JJ? That was One Piece. The One Piece section.
That was One Piece. Yeah.
The Robin cosplay was good. That's about it right now. It's coming to the top of my dome. How about you, bro?
Yeah, to me, definitely shout out to Robin. Also, shout out to the person who was playing Gojo too, playing the game. As well.
That was a good Gojo.
Yeah. The Gojo was lit. Also, shout out to all the Merkles out there, bro. Day 1, day 2, day 3, Merkles is winning, fam. Can't tell me different. And big shout out to, honestly, maybe not shout out, but some of y'all Inosuke's, if you don't got the body for a Inosuke, don't be a Inosuke, bro. Like the amount of people who I saw, and it was like a Inosuke with a beer gut, bro. It don't work. I understand cosplay, who you want to cosplay and everything, but nah. You gotta be. There gotta be some people where you just gotta fit the bill to really be Inosuke.
I agree.
Toji, again.
Fuck Yusuke. You want to be a Yusuke cosplay? You know what I'm saying? Yusuke Aki, bro. Well, he's not Aki. He's like lean but fit. You know, Yusuke definitely does calisthenics on the daily. Or
that's a fact.
You can't be Togoro and got a fucking beer gut, bro. Like that don't work.
That's a fact. Nah, Yusuke definitely be doing those jailhouse workouts.
Oh, facts.
But if you're going to cosplay a specific character and you're not going to be... I would understand if you'd be like, I'm fat Inosuke. If you want to pull that out, it'd be like, yo, I'm Inosuke after like he retires and has a family and settles down a little bit. If you want to pull that up, sure. But you ain't Inosuke. Yeah,
you're not super duper. I'm gonna move my guts to avoid the attack Inosuke. You're not a first kill on sight Inosuke. You feel me? Like it's different. Like he really different.
That's a fact.
Damn.
Nah.
Okay, but yeah, like I think that this is just another take about cosplay. I'm not a cosplayer, so you know I'm not the cosplay police. But I just feel like, you know, to each their own. But go a little hard on your cosplay, bro. Like I don't know if this is your first convention or not, but if this is not your first convention, like take some time to really invest into your cosplay. Like you know, like cut your wig up, gel it up, like I don't know, add some wear and tear to your costume. Like I'm not saying you have to get the most expensive costume or the most like handmade costume, because I know we all got budget limitations. But you can take something and bring it to the next level with just some like customization. You know what I'm saying? Like sun bleach it a little bit. Like I don't know, like give it more of an authentic feel. I think that the cosplays that I saw with that type of like effect on their costumes, I could tell those people were really about it. But I could also tell that those people really enjoy the design of cosplay as well. So, yeah.
That's a fact. Also, to add on to that, if you're a fan of somebody's cosplay, don't stand off to the corner and be like, hey, I like your cosplay, in a way where they could barely hear you. Obviously, like, cosplay isn't consent, so they'll touch people who are wearing a specific cosplay, but actually talk to them as if they're a person. Like just handing off to the side and quietly like whispering to yourself is not the way to go. Because one, the person might not be able to hear you. Two, everybody around you might just kind of think you're a creep. And I understand like there's definitely like a social anxiety factor to it. But if you really enjoy what somebody's wearing, like definitely build up the courage to let them know that, because more times than not, they did it because they want it to be seen. And so they appreciate when people notice the work that they've put into their outfit. And so to show them that you do appreciate it, actually let them know that you appreciate it. It can be tough, especially like if you're not comfortable being out in many social settings. But at the end of the day, you like it, you should let the people know that you like it in the most respectful way possible.
Facts. And also, but this is a different take. With all due respect, my cosplayers, when you guys are grouping up and meeting up, don't just close off the area and act like you own the entire zone. I forgot what we were doing. We were just walking around, but there was like this escalator we went down, and we had the JJK police come tell us, yo, we can't walk over here. Who the fuck are you, you fake ass? I think it wasn't even Toji. Nigga was like a fake ass Toto. He was a Toto with a beer belly, bro. Fuck out of here, like get out of here with your bum ass ponytail. Like birthmark not even real on your face. What you talking about?
Nah, that's a fact. Also, like we understand you got to get a picture, you got to get like a moment while you're all there, but be aware of the people who are walking through the space as well. You can't, just because your cosplay is that fire doesn't mean that you have the ability to take up a whole walk space. Exactly. If you're going to take a group picture, get out of people's way. It's a convention. It's a convention filled with a shit ton of people, thousands of people potentially. They're going to need the space to walk. Definitely be respectful enough to like provide them that space to be able to get from point A to point B.
Exactly. And you know, like if you are shooting, like let's let it be known, like, hey, like we're shooting something right now. Then you know, have some space for people to get through, right? Also, people who walk through crowds, this is another thing. Have some cognitive awareness of where you're walking, because I don't know how many clips I watched the whole timeline of what we shot for our game. I'm just like, hey, so we're about to. So like I was saying, like, bro, come on. I know you saw it, bro.
No, definitely saw it, and definitely it's not like we're in a way where we're blocking all of the pathways to a place. You can definitely walk around us as we're filming. Mm-hmm. That was a major thing too, like to the point where like there were points where we were recording that I had to stop some people and be like, nah, just walk around. And when they noticed, they were like, all right, bet, cool. But there were some people who would like side. I remember there was one person who walked through the thing and then walked backwards, and it's like, you were in the way twice. Just don't be here.
Bro, that's horrible. Some people are horrible, bro. But you know, like, shout out to people who did respect and did walk around. And like I said, like same shit for us. We're also like, you know, convention goers. If I see some shit, I'm going to walk around. I'm not gonna try to get into your photos. I don't want to ruin your photos as a photographer. Nice. I know how hard it is to compose that shit. And like, yo, we were watching that the ANC guys. This one guy came around and had the guy who had them for like 10 minutes. Bro, that was crazy. I ain't never seen somebody direct the whole group of people. Honestly, pretty well. He did a pretty good job directing them, bro. That was wild. It took too long, but shout out to you, bro. I don't know your name, but you did a good job with that shit.
I don't think they did either.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about Anime NYC is that you just have some random motherfuckers come up to you like, yo, bro, I got this $2,000 strobe light attached to my backpack. We're gonna take this flick, and most of the time you kind of just got to be like, yeah, okay, I'm with it.
True, but then also we the two motherfuckers walking around talking about, yo, bro, we got this game for you. You trying to play?
Yo, hey, nothing worse than hold on. Ain't nothing worse than a motherfucker at a con coming around like, yo, I gotta interview you real quick.
How much to fit? Yo, how much
that shit cost? Talk to me nice. What's good? Nah, it's so funny. I think it's like it's all duality, right? Like when you think about it, everything that we talk about this con, we could be on both sides of it at the same time in the same day,
100%.
And it's just so funny. Like, but it's kind of fire like that. Like, you know, this is just part of it. But you don't know this until you actually go one time and experience it all. So I do recommend that everybody go to a con, whether it's the Anime NYC, whether it's Comic-Con, your local state or city convention. Just go out and, you know, meet some people, bro. Like, yeah,
that's a fact. Yeah, definitely go out and meet some people, because I remember posting onto the Instagram a while ago, maybe earlier last week, Well, I asked how many people are going to Anime NYC, and the amount of people that weren't able to go was overwhelming compared to the amount of people that were able to go. So for those who are actually interested or even like considering it, definitely go to Anime NYC because you'll have an experience that you definitely would not have expected. And it's a place where you'll have an experience that is positive for you regardless of what type of anime fan you are. If you're a passive anime fan and you just like watching the shit, you'll see some of the most cool shit or like buy some of the most dope merch at Anime NYC. If you're a person who's really into it, you're going to find all those other people who are as into it as you are. And it's going to be an amazing experience for you because you're talking to somebody about something that you know and love in a way that they know and love as well. Facts. And then if you're the weebiest of weebs who is just like fully committed to this shit and you're like so much so that you're doing what we're doing, you're making content, you're going to find other content creators to interact with. Like, it's an amazing experience no matter what type of anime fan you are, whether you're black, whether you're white. You'll see the most dopest cosplayers, you'll see some dope panels, you'll get to participate in some like fun games, hashtag how you keep it 9000. Yes, and you'll just, it's a great place to just like live life as an anime fan.
Yes, sir. That's a fact. That's a fact. And those who do want to go to Anime NYC next year, tickets actually drop December 5th. So
don't tell them that. Don't tell them that.
Oh yeah. Because it's gonna be earlier. They're dropping Anime NYC this time in August instead of November next year. But they're gonna do a re-up as well. Like, so they're gonna do the initial drop for like the first people get it, and then they're going to do a restock because they know that they've been fucking scalping tickets. I'm talking to you, Anime NYC. This whole light.com, I ain't buying them, bro. I know y'all did not sell half your stock and you thought you could make more money off the resale market. How many of those tickets still sat, bro? I think that's unethical, to be honest, but who knows? Maybe it's not them. This could be my conspiracy theory too. Anime NYC sponsor us, okay? I'm not trying to make no conspiracy theories against you. I'm just saying.
Bro, we ain't gonna be loud on another panel again.
Kev and Jay, we tried to resell on like.com. You remember saying that? Yeah. Try your luck and go WasiCon again.
I would sell you out real quick. It was just him. I didn't say anything. I didn't agree. I didn't confirm. I didn't deny. It was all him.
Crying. Keeping it 4,500 comes out to the con. That's a fact. But bro. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, yeah, bro.
Yeah. Let's touch base on like the haters a little bit.
Oh yeah, so let's give them a little premise of what we've posted this week. In the past few days, we posted a few pieces of content to social media. The top two being, the number one. The top two, and there's only two. The number one is Megumi Fushiguro, the new generation Sasuke, and then also the other one I got a little weird hate on was the who can beat Goku video. But we'll say that for the end. Let's talk about Megumi versus Sasuke. Or as Kevin likes to say, Megumi Fushiguro.
Megumi Fushiguro. Yeah, I don't like it. I'll give a fuck. Like, what you want me to do? I'm going to pronounce it how I want to pronounce it. If you understand it, great. If you don't, great. I don't care. I'm calling him what I want to call him. Megumi, whatever feels better coming out of my mouth, is what I'm going to say. So basically, the main premise of the video was that I was on the pod and I said Megumi Fushiguro has a way harder life than Sasuke. And my comparisons was Sasuke saw his family get murdered. Megumi never met anybody in his family. Sasuke saw his family get murdered. Megumi never met anyone in his family. That was one of my comparisons. And for that, some people were like, so watching your whole clan get destroyed versus never meeting any of them is worse. I think it's arguable.
Yeah.
Having a family and knowing the love of a family and then having it taken away versus not having any family, not knowing any love of a family, just to really know like two people that you probably consider family, which is like Gojo and his sister who is now in a coma. I don't know. I would say the two, even if you disagree, I would say the two are at least comparable.
Yeah, somebody put a comment in the chat in the video that I thought was pretty valid. It was like, what's worse, to have loved and lost or to never love at all? I mean, essentially that's the premise of it, right? Megumi, like for the most part, he's on the latter half of it, and Sasuke is in the beginning. But it's two sides of the same coin, to be honest. Because it's still painful either way, right? Megumi might be searching for love. We don't know that. We don't know if, he was seeking love, he was seeking validity. The only love he ever actually probably found was that one singular sister that he can confirm that was his sister about. And manga people know what's up. Same thing with Satoru Gojo. They know what's up. Sasuke, yes, he loved his family. But bro was also 7 years old. Did he really know his family? You know what I'm saying? Even if he did, I'm not gonna like try to wash out Sasuke's family life as well. But like he spent the next double of his lifetimes trying to pursue revenge against his family as well. So like there's a whole lot of different caveats to it, bro. Like
yeah, and also we kind of touched base on this as well earlier, like off pod. At a certain point, Sasuke had choices.
Yeah.
The more you keep watching Jujutsu Kaisen, as the story starts to develop more, Megumi's running out of choices, bro. 2 episodes ago, this man had to summon Maharaga to fight blonde person. I forget their name. He had to summon Maharaga to fight that blonde person, all because he had used up everything in his arsenal. And what's the first thing Maharaga did? Boom! Slap this nigga away. Yeah, bro. I ain't never see Sasuke summon a Susanoo and then the Susanoo like hits him with an Amaterasu. I've never seen that shit.
That's a fact,
bro. No matter what, like that's what I like about Jujutsu Kaisen. There are beings in this fucking series that should be there to help the Jujutsu sorcerers, but at the end of the day, they are not. They here for their own type of time. Sukuna, same type of shit. Maharaga, same type of shit. At the end of the day, Maharaga is like, yo, I don't need to listen to those who can control me. And if you can't control me, I'm smoking you and everybody in the distance.
That's a fact. Yo, I just found it so crazy that like I was thinking about this. What if Megumi would have summoned Maharaga in that original Sukuna fight? Bro. Everybody would have died. No one would have lived, bro. Because I don't even think Sukuna was able to express as much of his power back then. Because he didn't have as many fingers.
Facts.
Eaten. So that would have been crazy. I don't even know if Gojo could have took Maharaga out at that point either. Who knows?
I don't know, bro. Like Maharaja is like you'll learn more about Maharaja as the story proceeds, but his power is insane. And the fucked up thing too is like it doesn't reset at any time. So if Megumi died, it's not like Maharaja is gonna come back weaker or later. He's gonna come back remembering all the stuff that he remembered from the fight with Sukuna. So he just keeps that and stays stronger, and whoever he summons next won't be able to control him. Like you essentially have to be able to find somebody that can do that. You essentially have to find somebody from the Gojo clan and somebody from the Zenin clan. Pray that they have a child that has the 10 shadows and the 6 eyes and what was it? Limitless, yeah, 6 eyes and Limitless, and hope that like they can learn as much as they can on like a Sukuna type level. I feel like that's the only way you can find the next user to be able to adequately summon and defeat Maharaja enough to like control him. Like Facts. you gotta do some real heavy selective breeding.
Facts. Unless, who knows? I mean, shout out to my boy Yuta. You know that random lineage from what is it, Michizane, some shit. Like the Gojo common ancestor or whatever. That could be the one trump card to help destroy Maharaga as well. But who knows? Because niggas been the power scaling on Yuta is kind of weird. I don't know. Like but actually no, it is not that weird. Because Yuta actually he no dips fucking what's bro's name Ghetto. So to be honest, he really is him. So yeah.
True, but also back to the comments and back to what people were saying. We get it. We love Naruto too. Naruto's anime that we grew up with.
Facts.
We got a lot from it. But Jujutsu Kaisen is doing this thing where it's learned from the greats, from the Naruto's, the Bleaches, the One Piece, the Yu Yu Hakusho's, the Hunter x Hunters, what have you. Code Geass, I'd even say, like probably has a little bit from that too. But like, what Gege has been able to do with this anime, it's like he's learning the mistakes from the past series and then making them better.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, bro, I said what I said. I said what I said. Megumi's life is way worse than Sasuke's. I'm not going to give anything away because I don't want to spoil anything for the anime watchers because I know that's a majority of y'all. But as the story continues, you'll learn in 2026, 2027 when what goes down in the manga has gone down in the anime.
So
Bro,
crazy.
Megumi, it doesn't compare, fam.
Yeah.
Like I said, one hint that I will give y'all is Sasuke has choices. Sasuke has choices throughout all of his adulthood. Megumi has none. Everything that happens to Megumi after a specific point, it's not by the will of Megumi.
Facts.
It's no longer by the will of his own. And while that's going on, he's able to visualize and see all the things that are processing from decisions that haven't been his own.
Facts.
So much so to the point where the ultimate negative happens to him. And
Exactly.
it's kind of off screen. I don't want to get into it too much.
Yeah.
But the ultimate, the worst as it can get, happens to Megumi. All the things that has happened to Sasuke has happened to Megumi, technically. Like, if you really want to look at it, all the negative things that have happened to Sasuke has happened to Megumi. I don't want to give too much away. But, J. Quo, am I wrong?
You're not wrong, bro. It's sad. It's pretty sad.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty sad.
Sheesh.
Just gonna say.
Yeah.
And if you disagree, cool. But if you disagree, read the manga and then get back to me, and then let's talk about it. Hit us in the DMs. Keep it at
Facts.
9,000. Read the
Facts.
manga, then get back to me if you disagree. And if you agree, then I don't know, show your support. Stop leaving a nigga high and dry to defend his points on his own.
That's a
If
fact.
you agree, jump in the comments, bro. Talk your shit. Also, somebody actually had another one. They said Maki had a sadder life than Megumi. And I said, now you're cooking. Because Maki, I think it's comparable. I'm not going to say yes, she did or no, she didn't, but I think it's comparable.
y'all will learn Maki and another character in Naruto have a pretty similar lifestyle and life choices, if y'all know what I mean. Oh man, yeah, fuck, that's crazy. Also, pause randomly, y'all people who said that we don't even watch or read Naruto. You're talking to two of the most S tier Naruto ranked fans in the world. So y'all need to get off our dicks with that. Like
That's a
Kev
fact.
said earlier. You can appreciate and respect Naruto and still understand that there's things that are going to be released in the future that honestly might be different, might be written better, and you just have to accept that's the beauty of art and anime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some rappers today are better than some of the rappers from the 70s and 80s, and that's what it is. I love Run DMC, but motherfucker got nothing on Lil Uzi. Like,
Yeah, like, we're really going to talk about, if I hear anybody go, yo, Sugar Hill Gang over anybody, you don't mean that.
yeah, that's a fact. Like, you're
They were
stuck.
like one of the most popular first hip hop groups ever, but they pulled up robbing the hip, the hop, the hippie to the hip hop, and it don't stop the boogie.
Facts.
Nobody raps like that, bro. We got rappers. We got J. Cole out here right now,
Facts.
bruh. Talk to me.
Bro, they don't want us to have a rap podcast, bro. That would be toxic. I don't know. I would step into my real toxic bag if I had a rap podcast, to be honest. But
No, that's a fact.
shit. Yeah, man. But yo, did you watch the latest JJK episode?
Bruh, I was under the impression that we weren't going to get a JJK episode this week, so I haven't even had the opportunity to watch it yet.
To be honest, bro,
But-
I don't. I felt like the effort they put into that shit, we might as well have not gotten a JJK episode.
Really?
Like,
Talk about it.
You could really see the Mappa struggling, bro. Like,
Really?
And this is like a pivotal episode. Like, this is like, I mean, no spoilers, but this is like, you know, the Nanami episode, and this is the Yuji getting emotionally broken down episode. And I don't feel it. Like, I visually cannot see it. Like, I think like there's just one part in it that's very good, but it's not even on the animation. It's on the voice acting and like the ambiance of the scene that it happened in. But everything else, Mappa putting out doo-doo, bro. Like, it really felt like I was watching like some shit from 2014, bro. Like, it was default Mappa quality. Like, it was ass, bro. It was straight up ass. I was disappointed. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Now I gotta see it ASAP. I'm ready. Damn. I was expecting something fire because Mappa's been doing so well so far lately.
Yeah, nah, I didn't feel it, bro. Usually,
Mm-hmm.
it's funny. JJK, I feel like drops at like 12 a.m. on like Friday night or something like that, and like I'd be staying up late to catch that episode. This time, I really felt like, damn, I could have watched that in the morning when I would have been alright. Like, yeah,
Damn.
but
All
yeah,
right,
bro.
maybe next episode. Maybe next episode.
Yes, sir.
Damn. But this, especially with this clip, this got me thinking. Let's do some comparisons of some new age anime characters versus older age anime characters.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it.
So I know we already did Megumi versus Sasuke. Let's get a Yuta versus Yuta. Let's get a Yuji versus Naruto. Maybe not who's better or worse, just to give the haters a little bit of a break, but just comparing their lives a little bit. What do you think, Yuji and Naruto?
Like, who had it worse?
Just in general, like a character comparison.
I feel like Naruto is really the hard worker that we all love for a reason. I think that, Naruto, I mean, yes, he was given the shonen protagonist Hand of Fate, but I really feel like he truly didn't know how to use his tool set for a minute, and like he actually like gained all the skills, a lot of the skills by just hard work and effort and perseverance. And I just feel like Yuji was just inputted into the world off of some, yeah, bro, you are as strong as the strongest Olympian like athlete, bro. Like, you're really him, but you have no concept of jujutsu. So you just have to start from step one with jujutsu. Where Naruto had to start with step one from everything in life, not just ninja, like shinobi ninjutsu. Like, I mean, he sucks. I think he still sucks in ninjutsu, to be honest. I think maybe like Boruto level Naruto is like he can actually use jutsu other than sexy jutsu and Rasengan. But like before that, bro was trash. Bro just spammed everything. You feel me? Meanwhile, Yuji, I feel like he's really getting a grasp of it, and Yuji's learning the hardest concepts in one go, which I guess is also comparable to Naruto, because Naruto also learned the Rasengan at 12 years old, which is like, supposed to be his grandfather's like crazy passed down jutsu. So
His father's, yeah.
Yeah. How about you, bro? How you feeling?
Nah, I agree with most of what you've said. Like, I do think, and I think that's a good point to make. Naruto wasn't really given Naruto was given a lot. Naruto was given the chakra of Uzumaki, and he had Kurama in him. So,
Nice.
like, that's a huge other, like, well of reserve chakra. But at the end of the day, he wasn't given an instruction manual.
Yeah.
/ he didn't instinctually know how to make any of it work on his own.
Facts.
And he had to do the work, put in the effort to actually get there. Like, years of training and failing multiple times.
Yeah.
Failing up till he got to a specific point, and then eventually, like, things did get easy for him. But for Yuji, it does really feel like things have been easy for him from the jump. Like, as soon as he swallowed Sukuna's finger, I don't want to say life was easy, but learning what he had to learn was easy.
Yeah.
Like, my man, he learned how to control jujutsu, his cursed energy, by watching a video.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Was that
You
it?
mean the shit where he was like holding the stuffed animal, like trying to compress it? Yeah, fast attacks. And his teacher was Satoru Gojo, the best sorcerer of the generation. Like, Naruto had Kakashi, the most washed out ninja of her generation, bro. Like, it's not mathing, bro.
Yeah, that's the truth. I will give Kishimoto this over Gege, where this man, he definitely put his main character through more of a, I guess, in terms of gaining more strength, he did put him through more of a struggle to be able to retrieve the strength that he got. But it does really feel like Yuji from jump, he's kind of born knowing anything that he needs to know instinctually, or he's like a little bit too fast of a learner for my liking for a shonen protagonist of this style.
Yeah.
I mean, but maybe Gege felt like it was time to change it up, because you do have those protagonists where it's difficult for them to learn and then they become the strongest thing. Maybe he was just like, nah, I want my man to be like low-key a prodigy, but not really have his struggle be elsewhere.
True. I mean, you say like 3
choice.
or 4 arcs, right? Like, there's 3 or 4 less training arcs of just random bullshit. So that all gets cut out. He literally just like he microwaved the shit in 3 episodes.
Yeah, like that could definitely be like a stylistic choice from the mangaka, but it's not my favorite path to take. Like I like to see my protagonist work for his strength. Hashtag Kenichi, who I think is like the best example of that, where my man started off from episode 1-0. Eventually, he gets a little better and a little better, a little better. But as the show progresses, you know that this man ain't shit. Yeah, compared to his senseis, especially all the way up until the end of where it got cut off early, where he is able to like defeat the person in his path. But you know that there's still so much more strength that he's got to gain because he's beat the strongest of some people, but there's people leagues ahead of him. I would like to see a little bit more like of that for Yuji, but we don't really get that from this story. His struggle is elsewhere.
Facts. Let's talk about let's do another comparison. Let's talk about our warriors who have changed their lives due to having hard past lives. So I'm talking Gabimaru from Hell's Paradise and Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin. I think that those two had very similar upbringings and like to get where they are like in their main character arcs. Like their past was a lot of what they've kind of done. Yeah, how do you feel about them?
Yeah, I think Gabimaru and Kenshin, if you want to talk about their strength and everything, they kind of share the same similarity in the sense of they've reached where they were supposed to reach already. Obviously, there's within both stories, there's space for them to progress, but they're not starting from zero. Yeah, that's not the case of this story. They're
kind of like masters in their own regards. Yeah,
exactly. Which, like, if that's where the story started from the beginning, I like it. It works for me. Also, I feel like what I like about Gabimaru is that there's still stuff for him to learn. With Kenshin, he already seems like he's reached that point of enlightenment. He knows that he's done killing. He knows that he wants more. He wants to be a good person, and so he's doing all of these things to atone for his sins and everything. Gabimaru's not really trying to atone. It doesn't feel like. It feels like Gabimaru's like, hey, I got Shorty back home. I just want to live a nice, peaceful life with her, and I'm going to do whatever I can do to get back to her. But his whole thing is not like, yo, I'm going to be a good person. He's mainly like, hey, I'm going to do what probably would work best for her because because Shorty does want him to become a good person. And within that, I think Gabimaru has more space to grow as a person, which is dope. I think throughout the series, we kind of see him do certain things that is reminiscent of like old Gabimaru, but then as the story progresses, he learns like how to take a different path. So I think with him, like the emotional, the spiritual, and like the moral growth isn't as high as where Kenshin's is, but he's doing a good job like getting there, which I like seeing that process a lot. With Kenshin, it kind of feel like all of that emotional, spiritual, and moral growth had already happened and now he's just living his life based off of those standards. Like with Kenshin, you never see him revert back to Botosai for real. But with Gabimaru, you see a bunch of times where this man's like, yo, all right, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I gotta murk some niggas.
Yeah, I feel like the commonality between the two, like we said before, they're already masters, right? So in order for them to overcome their opponents that are constantly like challenging their mastery, is actually for them to take the other path. They need to seek enlightenment, and through enlightenment they receive their newfound strength to maybe not kill their opponent, but to help everybody get where they need to go. But of course, it's Hell's Paradise, so they have to kill them. It's like Hell's Paradise, there's no options, bro. Kenshin just be knocking motherfuckers out and and breaking their arms and shit. Nah, Hell's Paradise, bro, you gotta double tap, bro. If you don't, you're done. Like,
facts. A reverse blade ain't doing shit for you in Hell's Paradise.
Oh no, you would have wished you had a regular blade. Or you might as well
play that Uno card again, son.
Facts. Or take that reverse blade and end it quick. That's a fact. Yeah, man. But yeah. Nah, I like both their characters though. I really do I do love kind of like the super knowledgeable characters in anime, like the ones with a good story or history that they can tell people. Or weirdly, everybody knows their history more than them. Like Kenshin be walking down the street, they'd be like, "Yo, you're Batosa the Manslayer. You killed my man's back in 1742." Kenshin's like, "Did I?" That's cool. What color was his robe? Oh, he had a blue robe on. He was from the Revolutionary. Ah, you're right, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm
Maybe.
so sorry, but he really tested my gangsters. So you know what I'm saying. And
Gotta go.
Gardevoir would just be like, I was a soldier. I don't understand what you're saying. They had to die. That's not my fault.
Yeah, to go. He's like, they're on the other side. You want me to die?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it is what it is, fam. You want to fight? I mean, I guess, but you get me mad enough, you might get smoked too.
That's a
So
fact.
where you want to take this?
Facts. Exactly.
Nah, that's 100%.
Is there any old school versus new school like teachers or villains that you feel like are kind of like comparable in that regards?
Before we get to that, I wanted to do real quick old school like versus new school female characters.
Okay.
So, first one I'm gonna go with is side character, but definitely an important side character, Rukia from Bleach.
Okay.
And then the newer school one would be Noelle from Black Clover.
Oh,
What you think?
I'm not gonna lie. I think that Noelle and Rukia are actually built on very similar premises. They come from, both royal families. Except Noelle is just kick ass, bro. I'm sorry. Like I think Noelle was really her on every single level. I don't want to spoil too much manga shit, but Noelle is probably one of my favorite female protagonists in all of like modern day anime. Like she really kicks ass. She don't need Aster, bro. She never needed him, bro. Like she really never needed him at all. I can't say the same for
I mean, maybe
Rukia.
in the beginning.
Yeah, maybe in the beginning, but that's just because she was like, it wasn't that Noelle was weak. Noelle's always had that thing on her. She just
She didn't know how to control it.
She was kind of like Naruto. She just could not control her power. Like she did not like she was on. You ever play the games where you have to shift the axes on the controller and like you have to go down to aim up type vibe? That's how I feel like Noelle's magic was when she first started. Like, yeah. How about you, Doug?
Nah, I agree. Where Noelle was like 100% her, but I would say like what I do really enjoy about Noelle compared to like Rukia is that from Noelle follows like the path of like the old like former typical shonen male protagonist where they come in and they ain't shit.
Yeah,
But
facts.
but they gotta work to really get theirs. And Noelle like had that in her where she had the power, she had the family, she had everything but the ability to control her actual like abilities. And I love the fact that like as the show progresses, she gains more of the ability to control her abilities, and she's not just like, because I feel like some things that people have tried to do now currently is like when you have a female protagonist, you make her already like lit from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think for them, it's like, I think for the creators, it's to show like, it's to almost show like, hey, we stand for women and like some feminism type shit. But I think it's just weak storytelling. I think having a female character automatically be strong just because she's automatically strong, I don't think that's really helpful, or like that's really like a positive thing for character growth just in general.
That's a fact. I guess like, like that's kind of like the unfair difference between a Nobara and a Maki. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Maki was her, but like Maki still had growth versus Nobara. I mean, I really don't feel much from Nobara. Like, I think Nobara, where we get her in the story, is kind of the same from day one till the last day you see
little
her.
bit.
You know?
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
stagnant
same.
a little bit.
Yeah, true. And like similar with Rukia, like, I mean, in the beginning of the series, she definitely wasn't the strongest, but it just feels like whenever she does get strong, they're random power boosts out of nowhere.
Yeah, of course. Like
It's always off screened.
her Bankai, bro, like her true Bankai. I was like, bro, what is this mess? Like, I don't know. I wasn't really rocking with it, bro.
Yeah, it's always off screen where it's just like, hey, Rukia was training for 3 weeks and now she got a Shikai. Great, now she wrecked shit with it. Oh yeah, Rukia went training for another 3 months and randomly pulled up with a Bankai. It's like, yo, give us a process. Let us show her fail, and then show us the process of her getting to where she needs to be. Yep. And I mean, I get it. You have so many other characters that you want to focus like some of the growth on the other ones, but at the end of the day, if we just see characters like slip away and then off screen become stronger and then like wreck shit, there is a little part of the watcher where we're just like, I mean, this is cool, but I feel like it hasn't really been justified to me how this character reached this plane of strength.
Facts. I agree. I don't like off-screen training. I mean, if you're going to do off-screen training, like, at least, like, do it in a way that shows, like, authentic training. Like, you know they went to go do some shit, and you know they came back. Don't do off-screen training where you forget about the character for like 40 days, and then it's just like, oh hey, by the way, I got some new shit, bro. Can't wait to show you. Like, what?
That's a fact. Nah, 100%. You were thinking senseis, right?
Yeah,
we'll do that and then close out.
Yeah, senseis. New school versus old school sensei. Well, honestly, low key, I like the villains more. I think the villains in the new school versus the old school are just different. I mean, shit, we could just talk about him. Our boy, big homie Sukuna.
God.
You could just compare him to every villain in every single old school anime, bro.
That's a fact.
Sukuna is he's literally pure evil, bro. Like, these new school, I feel like, honestly, the new school mangaka and anime creators, they don't skip a beat when they make their villains anymore. Because, you know, like, for the most part, like most villains should be complete. Like, that's why they're giving the whole entire world a problem. Like, you know, only certain villains like Shigaraki, for example, are villains that had a little bit of growth, like, throughout their villainy, right? But like, motherfucking All For One he's Aki from the start. Like,
yeah, facts.
So same shit with with Sukuna. Like, there's a reason why niggas sealed Sukuna, bro. Like, they sealed him for a reason. Like, I don't think that Madara chilling, waiting under a rock for 120 years was that evil compared to Sukuna, bro. He was still kind of fair. Like, remember when he gave the fair one with the 5 Kages? He was like, yo, I got y'all. So y'all want to jump me 5v1. So I'm going to jump y'all 25v5. And we going to see how this is. You know what I'm saying? Sukuna would have still went 5v1 and killed all 5 Kage. Like,
no. That's a fact. Nah, Sukuna is about the business, bro. What I like about Sukuna is, like, he's ruthless no matter what end you put him at. He's ruthless in the sense of, like, he's going to plan something from jump. Like, he made a little deal with Yuji. Remember his little deal with Yuji? He said, you can allow me to take over your body one time. I won't hurt anybody around. I will not inflict any pain to anybody around you or hurt anybody around you. But I think he said something like, I get 1 minute. That's all I need. Yep. And even before Yuji could say yes, he just turned off the lights on him and was like, I bet that's all I need. And then you have moments like what's going on in Shibuya, where by not Yuji's decision, Sukuna came out and Sukuna's like, I'm here. I didn't really think of anything, but yo, I'm getting rid of everybody in this city. And whoever wants the hands can get the hands. Facts. Like, this man will plan something. Like, the situation where he made that deal with Yuji, you don't really see it come to fruition until like later on in the manga. This part, Sukuna wasn't like, yeah, nah, I've been thinking about murking some people within a random, like, situation for a long time. He was just like, nah, it's time and I want to have some fun. Bruh, right. Made the streets bleed red from just, I would say probably like maybe an hour or two of being outside. Yep. This man cannot be stopped. And when you compare him to, like, another villain, like, bro, like, let's compare him to, like, Naraku from Inuyasha. Naraku definitely sprung fear in people's hearts. But my man, he always had to stick with his plan every step of the way. And if his plan got a little foiled, my man was like, all right, hey, we got to bounce a little bit. We got to peace out. It's time to go. Sukuna stands 10 toes down on business. Facts. Unlike any other villain that we've ever seen.
Yeah, that's a fact. And to that point, like, I think that a good villain, you know, for the most part, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever seen Invincible. Same thing. Like, the villain doesn't.
Shout out season 2.
I didn't see season 2 yet, but the villain should not have to come back and wait multiple times to see his plan be enacted. No, if you have a plan, bro, just do it. Sukuna just does it. There's no, oh, I'm gonna come back for you. There's no tomorrow. It's, if he has his fangs on you, his fangs are on you. Like, that's it. Like, you're not going to respawn. You're not going to get another say. Like, you're done, bro.
But I mean, I would say there is a tomorrow, like, because he definitely has long-term plans that he hasn't addressed yet. Yeah. But you know that's in the work for this man.
Facts. But also, I feel like low-key, motherfuckers be challenging Sukuna, bro. I don't know. And every single instance of Sukuna being out, like, in in like manga or anime, I feel like it's always just been, oh, Sukuna's here. I gotta see if my balls are bigger than his. And Sukuna's just like, I like y'all act like for the most part, Sukuna didn't really terrorize anybody off of his like off of his opinions. Like Sukuna never said, "Yo, you're my target. I'm going to kill you." Not really. Sukuna was kind of just like, "Yo, honestly, like, yeah, if you want to fight, like we could shoot the hands, bro. You know, or like if you don't want to listen to me, you just have to die. Like there's no options. You either listen to me or you die. Like I'm king for a reason. Like stop playing."
Bruh, and Sukuna's mindset is crazy too. Like the way he looks at himself versus how he looks at others. Like he looks at himself as if like he's just, let's put it this way. The way Sukuna views himself compared to how he views other like jujutsu sorcerers and even humans and whatnot, he views himself as like a person and then everybody else as just a minuscule roach. And so he's just like, all I did was step on a few roaches. What's the problem?
Facts.
He's like, I'm well above y'all. There's no reason why y'all should even have any thought to step to me. You're nowhere near my level. If you want to, I'm going to squash you like a roach. That's just what it is.
Exactly.
And like he believes in that and stands on that, where he's just like, that's his whole precipice. He's like, yo, no matter what, I'm just the strongest nigga out here. And if anybody wants to pull up over here on some bullshit, they getting wrecked because you can't step with a god. That's just what it is.
Facts. But not gonna lie, you know, Sukuna also has moments where he's kind of just like, you know what? You were a pretty strong roach. You're still a roach. I'm still gonna squish you, but you did a good job. You know what I'm saying? Like kudos yourself when you go to heaven. Think back on how you could have done this better. But yeah, good shit, man. Yo, Sukuna's like, when you ever play ball, like 1-on-1 with someone who's just nice for no reason, and it's just like, yeah, like bro, like you put up some shots. Bro, don't say that, bro. It's 21-7, bro. Like fuck
they
you.
mixing you up, fucking passing the ball back to themselves off your forehead.
Exactly.
Just disrespecting you.
Disrespectful, son. Yes, sir. But yeah, I think that like especially the villains of the new gen versus the old gen, just Sukuna in general, prime example of just like, I guess, really good villain. Like, you feel me? And there's some other ones, you know what I'm saying? Muzan in the last season, which I'll get to.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. Who else? I really don't like the Black Clover villain system. I think it's ass. Manga readers know. I'm not fucking with the premise of the villain system of My Hero, of a Black Clover. My Hero's interesting. My Hero is very balanced between the heroes and the villains, literally. But I think that's the point of My Hero Academia, is to be balanced.
Yeah.
But old school shows, it was always kind of just like really evil people. And then the good
I'm bad
guys,
because I'm bad.
Yeah, I'm bad because I'm bad, or I'm bad because I have I'm bad because I have a chip on my shoulder. Like,
yeah, I had a really fucked up experience, and now everybody gotta die because of it.
Facts. Like motherfucker Frieza just mad because he's short. Like he's short, so he just destroyed planets, bro.
Or back to Naraku, he mad because Kikyo didn't love him.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy too about that? That actually kind of makes a little sense, because I've realized Inuyasha low key was like a romance story. Like, and it's like a romance story mixed with, it's like shoujo and shonen had a baby.
Facts.
Yeah, because there's too many pretty characters in that show for it to be like a pure shonen, bro. Like,
nah, 100%.
Yes, sir. All right, dog.
Sir.
We closing off?
Let's close it out.
All right, guys. Y'all know the vibes, man. It's been Keeping It 9,000. Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a rating on your streaming platform. If you haven't already as well, subscribe to us at Keeping It 9,000 on all social media platforms. YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Drop a comment and let us know how we can do better. And share our content with your homies, because the more you share our content, the more we grow, so that we can make more content for you. You know the vibes, man. And join our Discord if you really love talking anime. Like I said, me and Kev do this shit for fun. We do it for free. We do it regardless any time of the day. You want to talk anime, bro? We're down. But if you want to be clowns, you can be clowns in the comments, because we don't appreciate the clownhood in our Discord.
Yeah, don't go in the Discord. If you really got some shit that we say that you disagree with, hit us in the DMs. Hit us in the comments.
Yeah. We'll
talk back. But if you just want to say some stuff and then walk away, I mean, do that too, I guess. Run up our numbers. It's all good.
Yeah, facts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, it's been Keeping It 9,000. As always, thank you for keeping it 9,000 with us, because we will always keep it 9,000 with you. And we'll catch you on our next episode where we'll be in our studio again. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.
It's over 9,000!